The sun had just tiptoed behind the mountains, painting the sky with sleepy lavender clouds. And in the little green house at the end of the wiggly lane, Llama Llama was not quite ready for bed. He had brushed his teeth twice, put on his favorite banana yellow pajamas, the ones with dancing marshmallows, and snuggled his stuffed koala, Mr. Poco. Mama Llama had even read 3 bedtime stories, one about a dancing dragon, one about a moon made of cheese, and one about a hiccuping hedgehog. But still, Mama Llama said, blinking big brown eyes, "What if my dreams get stuck and can't find their way to me?" Mama smiled and tucked the blanket higher under his chin. "Sweet dreams always know their way, little llama. But what if they need a parade to lead them?" he asked. Mama paused, kissed his forehead, and whispered, "Then maybe it's time for the Nighty Night Parade." The Nighty Night Parade. Llama Llama sat up straighter. "Oh yes," Mama said with a sparkle in her eye. "It happens only for little ones who are pajama ready, snuggle set, and full of questions too big to fit inside their heads. Close your eyes, count to 5, and listen for the horn." Llama Llama clutched Mr. Poco and squeezed his eyes shut. 1, 2, 3, 4. Toot, his room shimmered with soft sparkles. The ceiling dissolved into a sky full of giggling stars. And suddenly, Llama Llama was standing on a marshmallowy path made of moonbeams. A silvery voice called out, "Welcome to the Nighty Night Pajama Parade." Llama turned and gasped. There, standing on a glowing float, shaped like a bedboat, was a sleepy-eyed koala in a captain's hat. Mr. Poco Llama blinked. Mr. Poco doffed his cap. "At your service, Captain Llama, ready to lead the parade." Llama Llama nodded quickly. "What do I do?" Mr. Poco tossed him a sparkly baton that shimmered with shooting stars. "You guide the dreamers through the sleepy realms. Every twist, turn, and tumble helps their dreams find them." And so, with one tap of the baton, the parade began. Behind Llama Llama, dozens of pajama-clad animals appeared beneath in button-up nut. Foxes in footy, PJs, a sloth in a silky robe, and a flamingo wearing fuzzy socks on one leg. "We follow the pajama leader," they cheered. First stop, tickle-tuft town where giggles grow on trees and tickleberries pop like popcorn. "Everyone grab a feather," called Mr. Poco. Llama Llama waved his baton and the sky shimmered. The parade tiptoed through fields of tickle-tuft, gently shaking leaves that made the air burst with laughter bubbles. "Laughter makes dreams lighter," Mr. Poco explained. Next came the yawn caves, filled with swirling snooze dust and lullaby winds. Each step made the dreamers yawn a little more. Llama Llama stifled a big one. "I think my dreams are getting closer." Inside the cave, glowing creatures called napnets floated like jellyfish. They whispered bedtime riddles and nuzzled the parade goers gently, leaving behind sparkles of calm. Then the parade arrived at the Blanket Bridge, a long stretch of cozy quilted sky that swayed like a hammock. "Oh no," squeaked a pajama penguin. "The bridge won't lower unless someone tells a bedtime wish." Llama Llama stepped forward. He closed his eyes and whispered, "I wish that every little one, everywhere, finds a soft, safe sleep tonight." The bridge unfurled in glowing stitches, and the parade crossed, all swaying to a lullaby beat made of heartbeat drums and pillow pluck harps. But just as the final float reached the end, a whoosh of wind twisted through the air. Storm clouds grumbled. A swirl of shadows slinked from the sky. From behind a pile of sleepy stars came a creature with wild eyes and tangled blankets for wings. It was the whirly wide-awake beast. "No sleep, no rest," it cried, swirling through the crowd. Let the night be noisy, everyone froze. Even Mr. Poco quivered. But Llama Llama gripped his star baton tighter. He stood tall in his banana yellow pajamas and took a deep breath. "Excuse me," he called. "It's nighty-night time. We're helping dreams find their way. You're scaring the sleepy." The beast paused mid-well. "Well, I don't know how to sleep," it mumbled, its voice suddenly small. "Oh, Llama Llama," said softly, "you want to sleep?" The beast nodded. "But I'm too swirly and squiggly and noisy, so I make everyone else stay up too." Llama Llama held out his paw. "Come walk with us. The parade can help." So the whirly wide-awake beast joined the line, shuffling behind a pair of yawning raccoons. At first it fidgeted and sniffled and hummed, but as the parade moved through, the pillow pathed a dreamy trail where clouds became cushions, and every step, said she the beast, began to slow. By the time they reached the Starglow stop, the final float of the parade, the beast yawned, the biggest, deepest, snore-snuffling yawn of all I feel. "Quiet," it whispered, curling up next to the pajama penguins. The stars above glowed warmer. Llama Llama's heart glowed too. "You did it," Mr. Poco said, resting a tiny hand on Llama's shoulder. "You led the dreams home." The sky twinkled. The clouds shimmered, and with a final poof, Llama Llama found himself tucked beneath his own blanket, his star baton resting beside his pillow. Mama Llama smiled from the doorway. "Looks like your dreams found you after all." Llama Llama mumbled sleepily. The nighty-night parade really helped. He was almost asleep when he heard a tiny toot from the window. Mr. Poco winked once, then floated back into the stars.